Well, good afternoon, my lovely classy climbers. This is your wonderful host, Erica Williams from the Classy Climb blog. Listen, take a deep breath, get your water, get your glasses. Get yourself ready because we just can't believe it some days. Now, today I want to go on too little before I get started here. But if you don't know me and this is your first time on the channel, this is Erica Williams, Classy Climb blog, author of the Smartphone Millionaire book, How to Invest in People, Businesses, and Real Estate from the Palm of Your Hand. Boy, I tell you, we got a doozy today. Now, look, before I get started, I have my Carolina Panther shirt on and I went to the store today. And the man looks back and he goes, "Are you from Charlotte?" I said, "No, I'm from Fayetteville, Fort Bragg." Immediately out his mouth goes, "Oh man, y'all have so much shooting there." I go, "We have so many millionaires there. We have so many government contracts there. We have so many soldiers there." "Where are you from?" "Wilson, North Carolina." "Negro, ain't nothing going on in Wilson, North Carolina but abandoned warehouses and railroad tracks. You better shut up right now. I'm all the way in Texas, having to defend Fayetteville, North Carolina from bums from small little towns. Let me tell you something. It's a southern thing, but when we're in the South, oh, have a great day. God bless you. Bless your heart. Well, that's if you think that way, but I'm not going to do that with you. I'm going to tell you, you from where? Wilson? That ain't nowhere, baby. If you don't shut up, them people at the UPS was like, "Oh my gosh, she's talking to that black man crazy." No, he talking to me crazy. If he think at any minute he gonna say something to me about some Wilson, North Carolina, boy, hush. You out here in Austin, Texas, you ought to be quiet quickly. Now, if he runs across this and sees this, how you doing, sir? But black people, when we somewhere, don't do that. Please don't do that because you about to get your feelings hurt. I'm not one of these southern ladies that's like, "Okay, sir. Yeah, Fayetteville's so violent. That's why I'm out here in Texas." No, baby. No, baby. I'm an old timer. I'm a blue blood from North Carolina. Our family owns land out there. We run this. We have ownership in that city. We're not transients that are just floating through that bad boy. Shut that mouth. Now, if you don't know what blue bloods mean, let's break that down. A lot of times you hear people talk about blue bloods from Connecticut, blue bloods at Harvard, blue bloods in all those other cities and towns. Shake it down here. Blue bloods, all those cities and towns. And you're thinking the rich and the wealthy and the lifetimes of the yachts and the boats. That is a part of it, right? The show Blue Bloods is based off the fact that the family have been cops for generations and that they live so well. Do you know what I'm saying? They live so well, right? Why? Not saying because they're dirty cops, but I'm saying because at that point they've probably been invested all over that city. Okay? Boston, you know what I'm saying? And so you should aspire to be a blue blood. You should aspire that your children are so calm and relaxed in adulthood that people are like, "Damn, what do you do for a living? Do you even work?" "Oh, well, I'm a volunteer. I'm a socialite." I used to say that when I worked for the Red Cross. I'm a socialite. Drive my family crazy. But anyway, I had to start the show off that way. Okay. Just had to come in hot there for a second. Now, let's get into it, okay? Now, I was going to go one way with this show today. But then I was reading the news on Chicago and I said, daggone it, I got to make a whole nother show. So you guys had to redo my notes. And here's the thing. I was going to talk about free spirits today because clearly I've agitated so many people with the Timothy Ward comment. And I even went over to his channel and donated $20 because he's going through a thing right now. I'm concerned for him. I really am. And so I had a whole show about free spirits, but then I said, "Oh, let me bring it back," right? So let's go there. And I've got the articles because this is one of those things with people that, "Where'd you get this data from?" The same internet that you looking up big booty betties on, you can find articles. Did you know that? The same internet where you're looking up for Tinder hookups, you can find news on. Did you know that? I know, I'm so rude. I apologize. Now, drop your city and state in the chat just so we know where you are. Because somebody said Wilson is probably better than Kinston. Exactly. Where? Now, PragerU, there's a stat that's old as time. It's been known for the past 10 years. They knew it in the 1950s. They knew it in the 1960s. But they keep updating it every couple of years. And this is off prison records, intake forms, psychology reports. They take this stuff off doctors' offices. 90% of men in jail right now 75% of those men are from fatherless homes. And how do they know this data? They are doing intake forms. They're asking the person. They're checking their records. These are all things that are old historical data you can find. Okay? This data goes somewhere, right? How yeah, they'll use Google to find sports all day. They can sports you down, but can't tell you facts. It's exhausting. They can still use the same data to see all these kids who have mental health issues and problems or reported issues and problems, huge numbers, depression, huge numbers of absent father homes, depression, low income, all this stuff. They track this data for years. They know this data. They knew this data in the 1960s. So much so that in 1960, they were like, look, the projects were built to be mixed income development. This is dangerous when it's just one type of income. They knew this in the 60s, y'all. And they still got y'all dummies living there. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to say that part, but I did. Y'all still choosing to live there for free rent. Saying, well, it just depends on the person. Every person has so much free will, they could do something different than 99% of the whole community is doing. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. So look, if you want real data, you want stats, go look them up. Use your phone for good, not evil. Okay. Now let's get into it. I'm still going to talk about free spirits because we have a problem in our community and in our society. When you're growing up, the rebel guy or girl from school, you're like, yeah, look at that bad boy. He's hot. I never understood it. That's not me, but I get you, right? That bad boy. He's so interesting. I was like, he's a dummy. You know what I mean? But everybody's different, right? I'm over there playing tennis and doing cross country and doing soccer and confused on why bad boys were so hot. But it's really when you don't have your daughter in appropriate sports or appropriate father god guidance. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay. Even Sierra fell victim and she's got two parents. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay. Let me keep going. Um It's that kind of day. The free spirited thing in our community is, yeah, your Uncle Bobby, look at him getting all them women. He out there at the club. Look how cool your uncle looks. Well, then your uncle's about 40 to 55. I say about 45 to 57. And he out there starting to look ashy. His clothes ain't keeping up. He starts throwing his back out. He ain't got no retirement plan. Now he got to live with your grandma. That cool uncle ain't that cool no more. Something about it isn't funny anymore. Something about it isn't cool anymore, right? We have a free spirited thing in our community that we're like, yeah, look at that cool bachelor guy. Uncle Bobby's looking so cool. He's driving a Camaro, even though he's got two kids and they can barely fit in the backseat, but he's got a Camaro. Somebody said Uncle Bobby on dialysis. God. Y'all are savage today already. Listen, Uncle Bobby on dialysis. And we acting like that's cool, right? Go ask these nurses. Don't believe me. Go ask all these nurses out there that and these home healthcare nurses. You got men with missing feet, missing arms, missing legs, living in these long-term care facilities, had a stroke. Nobody comes see them. Nobody cares. We all know this is true, but yet we're out here like, yo, y'all gonna die alone with some dogs. And I'm like, every black woman I know that's older, that's low income. She living with her grandma. She living with her auntie somebody. It's 2, 3 women in the house. They eating good. They look like they doing fine. So I just want to be like, are you certain about that? Another thing too is let's go another way. Free spirited for women. I'm not gonna let them off the hook. I'm gonna hit them too. You got those free. I'm a free spirit. I have a hook through my nose. I've got tattoos on my necks and my boobs. And I teach yoga and I live the dream and I'm living in a van. And you're like, what? What? Now, it's cool when she's 20. Hey, girl, you 24, you living the dream, you traveling. Yes. It's cool when she's 34. It's cool. Girl, you're getting up there, but okay, you still look good. Black don't cry. But when she's 45, when she's 55, when she's 65, it ain't that cool no more. Free spirit, a lot of times in our community means I don't follow instructions. One time, somebody in my family tried to call me a free spirit, and my mom about jumped across the room. My daughter is a very smart, blah, 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 blah. Right? I was like, and then I realized, well, they were trying to give me that little throw off some smart assism, right? And I was like, no, I've always worked. I've always had a plan. I'm not no free spirit. I'm a creative. But honey, I've always had a plan for where I'm going. What are you talking about? And so what you have in our community, these people that we call free spirits, aka bums, aka he's finding himself, aka it's hard being a man, girl, aka she just having a good time. But when they start having kids, we like, hey, time to get a job, Betty. Time to get a job, Bruce. Time to take your high blood pressure, Uncle Bobby. No, no, no. It's delicious. Oat milk. And we sit here and we don't ask people what's their long-term goals anymore. Excuse me, that little milk there. We don't ask people their long-term goals anymore, right? Because we scared to hear the answer. We're like, damn, they don't even know. Okay. So again, free spirited for a lot of people means I did it my way. I made mistakes, but I'm living the dream. And what you see a lot in our society is people get to a listen, the person, I'm not attacking this person, but they're literally having a crisis and we're watching it out displayed, right? We're watching it displayed. We're watching it displayed on YouTube, unfortunately. And what they need is a plan. Take a deep breath and have a plan. And I mean what I say by that. Like we're just watching someone have a panic attack. That's what we're literally watching on YouTube. And when I brought it up, you're like, you're a hater. This person literally was working $8 an hour jobs, $12 an hour jobs, $10 an hour jobs as a grown person and kind of loafing from place to place. We know those people. We've experienced family members like that. Hey, what you doing, Brian? I'm working in a factory. Oh, what you doing? Pushing boxes. Okay, man, you're back. Yeah, man, I'm getting up there. I got to do something different. They don't have no plan. Y'all keep acting like I'm making this stuff up, right? We all know these people. These aren't foreign people. Okay. Now, on the other flip side, I will give it to y'all. I know I'm supposed to be I'm getting into it, y'all. I'm going to get to it. The reason you have this PPP fraud stuff going on is because the dream of corporate America is also dead. Let's just go there, right? This dream of I'm going to work downtown. I'm going to be in an office with like 70 people, 100 people on my floor. We're going to be doing call center calls. We're going to be living the dream. We're going to be downtown eating lunch at fancy restaurants. You ever seen the Wall Street movie, 1980s? Go watch that movie. That is the dream. Like he bought an apartment downtown. Look at me. I'm in this expensive, overpriced apartment in downtown New York, even in the 80s, if you listen to the movie. And so a lot of times what you guys are like fantasizing about is a long ago forgotten time. Okay, let's just do it that way. It's a long ago forgotten time. And something that I saw a lot in the comments was, well, that's not fair, Erica. If someone works 40 hours a week, they should never be hungry or homeless. Well, if I tell you Uncle Bobby worked 40 hours a week on his rap career, shouldn't he not be hungry and homeless? If I tell you Miss Shuri worked 40 hours this week at the yoga center, should she not be hungry or homeless? Or should we go, hey, you're 50 with high blood pressure. Maybe, just maybe, you might want a full-time real job. Yeah, Erica, don't you talk about people's job. I'm just trying to ask questions. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just asking questions. Sometimes we have to acknowledge because the past 12 years has been one of the easiest. I mean, well, let's say 2008. 2008 to just now, before 2020, was like the easiest time to get a job, the easiest time to switch careers, the easiest time to do just about anything. I literally, y'all, just finished with studying the CompTIA A+ and Security Plus, and I was getting ready to put it on my LinkedIn. They were like, hold on, your phone about to get blowed up by these LinkedIn people. And I'm like, from just 2 search, they're like, yes, prepare yourself. And I'm like, oh Lord, that's how bad it is out here. Nobody's studying. No, they busy on their phone. They can tell you every football, basketball, tennis stat there is, but they can't tell you other stuff. The stuff that matters, they can't tell you. So I say all this to lead into, there's 300 people here. They just caught, and let's be clear, it wasn't just the housing residents. Let's back it up. They caught 16 Chicago Housing Authority workers in the PP stand. One resigned. You know why she resigned? Because she'd been there so long, she'd get that retirement. Okay. The other 16 fired. Now, wait, that's bad. You're like, damn, At work, yes, yes, yes. But let's keep it going. 6,280 people in a project just in Chicago are now in investigation for PPP fraud. Now, let's do the math. You live in the projects, you have a business. So your business qualified for PPP. In order for your business to qualify for PPP, you had employees. Y'all, do you know how many people who've been called up by saying, "Oh, Erica, I help people get the PPP so they can start businesses. That's what it's for." No, it's not. I know this woman right now, and I kept a note on my little desk. I said, if I ever get jammed up, let me look you in the eyes. If I ever get jammed up, I already know 10 people I'm rolling on. I'm gonna be like, let me tell you about this woman that gave a bunch of people PPP. Then let me tell you about this person I think shot this person in Robinson County. I'm getting out of jail. I'm just gonna tell y'all that now. Let me just make that very clear. I'm gonna snitch hard. I know too many. I know too many secrets. Okay, so just put that in there. Disclaimer. Back to the show. Um, and she should know who she is because she watches this channel. Don't play me, girl. I know it. So anyway, back on to it. Now, over 6,280 people. Now, if you told me 100 people in the projects got caught up, if you told me 150, okay. If you told me 200, okay. I'd be like, that's possible. That's absolutely possible in the city the size of Chicago. But 6,280 people, everybody in the chat, put 6,280 in there. 6,280 people? Y'all, that's like that's as big as some of these small towns out here. That's bigger than some of the small Texas towns I drove through. That's almost as many as the population in Granbury, Texas. 6,280. That was, listen, my point in this. Let me get to the article because I don't know if y'all understand what I'm trying to say. These people could call each other, "Hey girl, I know a way to get 20K. I know a way." Now, I may say, Erica, what if some of these people were driving for Uber, DoorDash? They were entitled to PPP. This is accurate. If they were driving for Uber, DoorDash, they were entitled to the PPP, but it don't know. This woman right here is CHA CEO Tracy Scott. She said in an email statement, as a mission-driven organization that serves families, seniors, and people experiencing housing insecurity, everyone who works at CHA must operate from a place of integrity. Look at her. Now, she knows she went in that office and said, is y'all dumb or is y'all stupid? You better have your resignation on my desk by later today. Now, these dummies, instead of putting their resignation in so they could go work somewhere else, waited to be fired. Now, what's going to happen now that they're fired? These dum-dums will never ever be able to work as a social worker somewhere. They'll never be able to work as a housing authority person anywhere because they were so stupid they waited to be fired. The woman who resigned, I would not be surprised if you go look up a few years from now, she's working somewhere else. Why? It's the same technique that cops do. They don't fire cops who shoot innocent people. They let them resign. Why? Because it's not on your record of being fired. When you're fired as a cop who shot somebody, it's a flag in the system. Same thing as these people. They're going to learn. They are going to be in the same position as these people in housing. Now, you can look all through this. Now, listen. Sad. Just sad. Now, let me tell you some of this. Because some of y'all thinking, oh, Erica, they just got 20,000. No. Let's listen to this. There's a group that watchdogs oversees the Cook County government, which found 4 employees, just 4, have committed financial fraud at the federal government by wrongly collecting $120,000. So let's divide 4 by 120. How much is that, y'all? Somebody help me. Four people divided by 120. What is that? Put in the chat for us, okay? Okay, so they took these loans that was entitled to help businesses survive during the pandemic. County Inspector Patrick something, old people name, recommended they be placed on counties do not hire list, do not rehire. Okay, so the county's already got a do not rehire list. It's got to be long. I assure you, Chicago, lots of corruption. Now let's go ahead and do some more. 3 of these workers had worked in financially sensitive county departments. So what does that say? This person had a clearance, it's gone. They had a clearance, it's over. Now the 4th person who worked with the county's board of review, who was smart, they resigned. None were named in the report, which is a regular practice of the office. So they have the discretion to hide under like they literally are hiding these people's names so they can do what? Run and go get other jobs. Or run and go get put under other departments. Because guess what? He recommended they be placed on the county do not hire list, but who's going to enforce it? We don't know their names. Y'all, people, this is why I say the corporate American dream is dead. People that like not doing a lot of work, doing shady stuff, collections, corruption, go work for the government. The government just doesn't even have enough time to check. That's why they always complain, oh, women always want to work for the government. You know why? Because it's hard to get fired. Just like a teacher, it's hard to fire a teacher and it's hard to fire a cop. A lot of our society would love to hide behind these offices. So let me finish. Let me keep going. Now, there's an Office of Independent Inspector General, the county's watchdog, that has been in contact with both the federal and state regarding these folks. Now, again, CHI did not immediately disclose the names or positions of the 17 employees, the amount of PP received, or whether the agency's findings have been referred to the state. So let's just go ahead and tell that. They did an investigation. Somebody went online and looked up, because it's public information. If you know the person's name of their business, right? If you're smart enough, and they found these people, but they won't tell you the amounts. You got 17 people. Let's say all 17 people got, we're just going to make up a number, $50,000. All right, hold on. Just for the sake of argument, right? Just for the sake of argument. So let's say all 17 people got $50,000. That's $850,000. Now you may say, "Where? That's not that lot." That's a lot. Now let's say every single one of them ones got $75,000. That's $1.2 million in fraud just from those 17 people. Now let's keep it going. Okay. Now they said they have identified them. But here's what happened when they started digging. I want y'all to understand. Listen to this amount. Y'all about to be shocked. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Put a 1 in the comments if you're ready. They did a quarterly report. And Richardson said, oh my God. Because see, they were digging. Now they done dig for them. Now they got to dig some more. They said, oh my goodness. They found that CHA participants, that means people living in housing, received $135 million in PPP loans. Y'all, listen. $135 million. Hold on, let me just type that. So out of the 6,000, let's just go ahead and go through this. The purple, can y'all see the purple? 3,053 of those people received about 20,800, right? A little bit more. That's not a lot. Half of them people received that. So let's do the math with the calculator. So that many people times 20,830. That's just 63 million. So let's minus 63 million with 150. Okay, hold on. Y'all, I got to do this. 89 million across the other 3,000 people. Oh my goodness. Becky, look at her butt. They're rich. They're full of BPLs and everything and crab legs and parties up there right now. So anyway, let's go keep going. It says another 2,500 people, PPP borrowers who addresses match. These are dummies. Their address, these dummies put their home address on here. Another 2,520 PPP borrowers who addresses matched the CHA participant addresses were not authorized to live there by the agency. Oh my God. You got Uncle Bobby living with you at the projects, filling out PPP with your address. Oh my God. These are, dummies. Dummies. Y'all, do y'all understand what I just read to y'all? 2,500 people were basically living with somebody else and put their address down Uncle Bobby got everybody in the house going to jail. Oh my God. Uncle Sheila, the free spirited auntie, done got all y'all going to jail and put their didn't put the home they live at, and they're not even supposed to be living there. Oh my God. Y'all, I just y'all two the 2,520 people put the address. Now, listen, it's not even they put the address of a person who's supposed to be living there, and they ain't even supposed to be there. Lord Jesus. Oh my God. How dumb can you be? Oh my God. Y'all, how is that possible? 53 million? Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I can't believe that. Y'all put a one in the comments if y'all want me to keep going. I stop. No. Oh my God. Listen, I'm gonna keep going. It said, listen, the department was so shocked, right? Because the voucher program told the inspector, well, roughly 5,600 participants who may receive, see, they can't accuse them, right? It's allegedly, right? You can't accuse people. They have may receive the PPP loan, and out of them, 2,700 families with unauthorized occupants who supposedly use subsidized unit addresses on the applications and had the letters mailed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So these people are running the hair salon business out of your house that you got on Section 8. They ain't even supposed to be living there. And they done got 20K with the PPP at your house doing hair, not even supposed to be there. Lord help us. Help us. Now listen. They said, now listen. CHA has a so now they're trying to read you why you shouldn't be doing this. They're like, hey y'all, CHA has limits, right? You for a family of four, your limit of your income is 83,350. So that means you got so many people living in your house that they're like, y'all, Lord, I can't. I can't. I can't. Next article, I can't. Chicago. Are you listen, I bet they do this in multiple cities, they find it. I'm looking over this one to see if there's anything. I can't. I can't. There's just y'all, I can't. Just there is no now let me can you imagine somebody sleeping on the couch at your house and they over there filling out PPP and they leave? Y'all, do y'all understand that all 6,281 80 of these people, if found guilty of some type of fraud, even if it's forgiven, will now have no food stamps, will now have no housing? Do you understand what just happened? The way our system works, if you have like fraud and felt like you have to give, I think prisoners when they come out of jail, you have to give them food stamps because they're a single man and they just got released from prison. I think they get 3 months in Texas, maybe 6 months in other states of food stamps. But 9 times out of 10, if you have felonies and everything, you can't live in this housing. You got enough misdemeanors, you can't live in this housing. You got fraud, you can't live in this housing. Where are these people gonna go? Oh my God, they're not gonna get no federal benefits. Where are they gonna go? Y'all, do you understand why people out here talking about they leaving Chicago? They're not leaving because they want to. They're leaving because they won't be able to stay there. Do you understand what's happening? These people are going to be put out with nowhere to go. And then you can't just you just can't go to another state and say, hey, I was on Section 8 up there, because then they're going to look your file up and ask for the reports to be transferred. And it's going to say she was doing PPP fraud. That's why she out of the housing. That's why she ain't got no voucher. Y'all. Oh, Lord. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand? No federal benefits. No nothing. Nothing. Now, this what your buddy, y'all voted for him now, okay? Because I didn't vote for him. Your buddy came out in March and said, "Let me tell you something. We're gonna step up our criminal fraud and identity theft and pandemic relief program." Now, when y'all say, "Erica, you making it up on Joe Biden," you call him lock him up. Him and Kamala are lock you up presidents. She'll be president here soon. He going down. Listen, listen. They told you in March, we about to step up enforcement. Now that means two things. We're gonna put money in these departments for them to look up who took the money. So Chicago was like, "Oh, sure, thank you. We'll take the money." Then they found 6,280 people. All of a sudden now, what are we in August? No, we're in July. Y'all. Mm-mm. 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 They giving money out here. They giving money out here to come snitch. They giving money out here for departments to look you up. Think about this. Biden is you gonna fill these jails up. You gonna be in jail with somebody that done stabbed two people and they gonna be like, "What you in here for?" PPP fraud. What? Credit card fraud. What? Yeah, man. I just took out four people in a house. What you here for? I was in the projects filling out PPP fraud, selling weed or something stupid. Y'all, it's too many jobs out here hiring. It's too many. It's too many. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. And people like, well, Erica, you talk bad about job. No, I talk about if you have no choice but to be at a job where there's cat feet in the potluck. That's what I'm talking about. If you have no choice. But if you come out here and you get these skills, all my tech friends, they at home in their pajamas working two jobs. Because really, if you look at these jobs, you work about 2-3 hours of really solid faxing research and data entry research, and that's it. Fixing applications and stuff. That's all they doing about 2-3 hours, and then tapping the computer to make it seem like they still working all day. And you could do that too and get paid the big bucks, no whammies. But y'all want to sit out here and sit on the front porch and watch all the people drive by in their nice cars and get the PPP. My point in this whole show is that these people will spend day and night on this internet looking for a million ways to make money and not get certifications, not get free Google training, not get free stuff. There's a dude's post who went viral and I shared a couple days ago where he was sleeping on his sister at his sister's house in a little My Pony, the My Pony cartoon. He said he was at his sister's house sleeping on a My Pony bed because he was homeless and carless. He went online, right? And did the Google training. Why at his sister's house, carless, homeless. Now he done moved up in a high penthouse. First thing I saw from the viral post, I was like, man, that's cool. That's so great. That brother's living the dream now. 3 years later, he's doing well. Did you kick back your sister some money for sleeping in her daughter's My Little Pony bed? It's all good that you're making $150,000 a year now, but did you kick your sister back any money? That's the first thing I thought on the viral post. I just want to tell y'all that's what I thought. So, anyways, let me read y'all this real quick. And then I'm gonna tell y'all about why you should worry about your credit a little bit. So let me go in this trying times. Let me go here. President Biden said in an administration-wide effort to prevent, deter, and punish identity theft and other forms of pandemic fraud by serious criminal syndicates. The president will announce the State of the Union tonight. The DOJ will appoint a chief prosecutor to focus on the most egregious forms of pandemic fraud, including identity theft by criminal syndicates. That means the MS-13s in Chicago. Oh wait, no, it's a sanctuary city. Never mind. The other people, aka, see, they're not gonna touch the immigrants. They're not gonna touch the Ukrainians. They're not gonna touch the Russians in Chicago. So who does that leave? That leaves you and Julio. And Julio's busy working somewhere. So they're really gonna focus on you, who's just sitting somewhere in some projects, doing nothing. eating popcorn and watching TV. They're getting you, okay? So, the Department of Justice, the DOJ, this is Fed level, y'all, not just your local county prosecutor. This is Fed time, okay? It said we are already in robust efforts by appointing a chief prosecutor to lead teams of specialized prosecutors and agents focusing on major targets of pandemic fraud, such as those committing large scale identity theft, including foreign based actors, the Jason Bournes. These strike force teams will use state of the art data analytics tools, aka your Uncle Bobby did it from your laptop at your kids got from the school, so they already tracked him, to connect the dots on identity theft and other complex fraud schemes committed across state lines and transnationally, as well as investigate major cases of criminal fraud in its programs like the PPP and the unemployment insurance. That's right, you bums. Did you fake fall down and get insurance? We're gonna get you. I can't. Y'all, I'm posting. I can't. I just can't because it's. I can't. I apologize. I'm trying to be serious. I really am. There's like 525 people here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get it together. Get it together, Erica. I'm saying all this, and I'm gonna keep reading this. I'm saying all this because when I bring on people to the channel that can show y'all step by step how to do things the right way, just do them the right way. I'm going to do another update video for the digital real estate class because I'm going to just call it the machine. We make a machine and we just feed the machine. We don't have to do all this weird jump through hoops, crazy stuff. We just feed the machine. There's one of my students that's doing TikTok and they're doing so well. I don't care that you don't do YouTube. I don't care you don't do Instagram. Just make the machine, have the follow the videos, and boom, your digital real estate feeds you for years. It even feeds you so much that it allows you the free time to go take other certs, do other things, build a house on the side, other things, right? As long as you're making $274 a day, you're at 100K. Let's say you're making 500 a day. Woo, woo, woo. Let's say you're making 1,000 a day. Even better. Okay? Y'all, it's too many ways out here to get income. You don't have to let Uncle Bobby put everybody in jail. Let me finish reading this, though. Let me get back serious. Heighten resources, enhance penalties for egregious pandemic fraud, like the PPP and the UI. So, what does that mean? Before, when we would have just gave you a slap on the hand, now we're sending you to jail. That's what that means. That's exactly what that means. See, we were going to be light on crime, but no. We're the Democrats. We're going to lie to you and be tough on crime. All right, the president will call on Congress to provide resources needed for the DOJ task force to expand prosecutions everywhere. Okay, with strike force teams. What they're saying is they're going to come kick in your door while you in the bed with your kids and your family, kicking the door, lock everybody up, take the kids to CPS just over the daggone PPP. That's what they saying. That's what a strike force team. They ain't strike forcing no computers. They ain't sitting at a computer like, give her a fine, Bobby, send her a citation. No, they're putting money in a strike force team to get up, put on uniforms, drive over to your house and kick the door in. Did you ever see that coupon movie? Queen Pins? It's hilarious. But that's exactly what they did. They were like, the post office has a strike force team? Yes, even the post office has a strike force team that suits up, puts on the SWAT team gear, has tanks, can drive to your house and kick open the door and arrest you. So you don't think that your daddy Joe Biden and Kamala lock 'em up Harris is not excited to get these strike force teams ready to go? Oh, honey. Even the post office has a strike team. Don't worry. They're going to make it 1984 in this bad boy. All right, the DOJ has already successfully prosecuted scores of cases where individuals fraudulently obtain loans from the PPP meant for small business facing threats of layoffs and closure due to the pandemic. where identity thieves stole unemployment insurance benefits meant for those who lost their jobs. So see, this is something they didn't want to talk about. See, Dan allegedly, Jermaine Bain. Yeah, I'm calling people out. A lot of these people are out here talking about, oh, the unemployment records and the unemployment applications are through the roof. Yeah, because a lot of people know that they're gonna slide through the radar. They already living in the projects for free, getting food stamps, didn't work but at Chipotle for 16 hours a week, and then gonna claim the PPP and get unemployment. Yeah, they got to come get some of y'all. That's too much. That's what a lot of folks is doing out here. They're applying. They even had criminals. They were talking about how they had people in jail, like prisoners. Ain't been out in 2, 3, 4 years, applying for PPP and applying for unemployment and getting it. Y'all, this is a and I told y'all this. I'm going. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm going to a government contract training, and they basically help you set up and get you the stuff you need. I'm telling y'all, they threw this PPP out like a candy bowl, right? They know y'all got diabetes and y'all can't help yourself. So they stuck the candy bowl out there because they know you're too lazy to go do a few more steps and get government contracts where you're going to be able to predict your income for the next 4 years if you got a contract for 4 years. They knew you couldn't help yourself. So they put the candy bowl out there, PPP, and all the Uber drivers took it and all the people that weren't supposed to take it to you. And they're going to spend years tying y'all up over there. While other people over here in the middle of the biggest wealth transfer in United States history are going to be over here getting government contracts with their income locked in for 4 or 5 years, getting loans from banks because they have these government contracts locked in. People in new construction, they're like, who's buying these houses? Builders are walking away. That's not true. You got family offices buying up whole neighborhoods, 600 houses, and renting them rent. Okay, so build to rent, and they're going to make 10, 20, 30% returns on that real estate for the next 10 years. While you caught up arguing about baby mama drama, jobs ain't paying more than $15 an hour, you ain't got no degree, you ain't got no certifications, and doing stupid stuff like unemployment insurance. I remember this guy told me he went to his church and he was like, man, he was asking everybody what their jobs were. And he was like, half the people in the church were on unemployment. He was like, oh, did you get hurt? What happened? And come to find out, a lot of them were applying for unemployment due to depression. Now, I'm not saying depression isn't real and it don't hurt, but I am saying if you go to a church and half the church is on unemployment for depression and you don't live in West Virginia in a coal mine town, I would run. I wouldn't be around people like that because that's suspect. Just like how do we have 600, 280 people get on PPP from the projects? They called each other, hotline. They all at each other's houses all day long, filling out paperwork. They got somebody downtown, Sharkeisha, filling out everybody's PPP and getting 10% of it. You know how many people called people, professional people, and said, hey, I got the PPP loan, but I only got this much. And they're like, why you only get this much? Because the girl who helped me fill it out took 20%. Credit Irene's talked about it. Several people have talked about where they had to literally tell people, hey, baby, get off the phone with me. I ain't going to do your taxes because you own one. You doing too much. Okay? Because it literally all the paperwork required was you to have your name, your business EIN number. Literally tell them just on paper how many employees you had, and you couldn't fill that out. That's scary. That is scary. Okay. And you attached a few bank statements. I for one of them I did. But anyway, y'all, let me keep going. There's okay, so this is the part. This is the part I needed y'all to see. Executive order on preventing identity theft in public benefits program. So what they're doing is, okay, public benefits can fall under what thing? Food stamps, Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare. People are saying we don't want, old people's identity being stolen. We don't want that. Or we don't want anybody stealing identity. So what we're going to do is if you get caught stealing identities, guess what? You will never get any public benefits. Now, they can't take Social Security from you, I think, if you pay into the system. But everything else, the food stamps, the temporary housing, the TANF, all that, you're not getting it. You are cut off. You're cut off. So all this is saying, we're going to make this huge task force that takes years. So far, the task force already got 1,000 people. Then they got 200 investigations across 1,800 individuals. And they're just starting. Don't you worry. We're going to go look on every list. Now, what this means when that whole public benefits, they're going to look on every Section 8 list. Every food stamp list, every list that could possibly tie your address, because your uncle's so stupid he put the address on there. If they can tie your address or your IP, because this talks about cybersecurity, I'm just going to put that there. They gonna say if they see it coming from your house, your IP address at your house, and you want any of these benefits, you're not gonna be on them. Not only that, the U.S. Government Accountability Office is gonna come to your house. Y'all do know you can't be on the internet talking crazy, right? You do know if you say all this crazy stuff, people can take screenshots and take you to jail. They had a black man they just took to jail, and I think it was in Georgia, because he was threatening the government in chat groups, in forums, on Facebook. And they took him to jail for a year and a half, and he lost his house, he lost his car, he lost all this stuff. And in the end, he reached a settlement where he said, I won't be on the internet cutting up no more. Y'all, they're not playing with y'all. When I sit here and tell y'all not gonna be on YouTube cutting up for the next 5 years, they coming around and getting some of y'all. They coming around and getting some of y'all. They just are, because you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. All right. So anyway, this again, it talks about oversight communities. All that means is they throwing some money at this, and they're gonna take y'all and take y'all to jail. Now, I say all that to let me go make this bigger here. I say all that to say, let me do like this. Do you understand what I was just saying there? Do y'all understand all that I was reading? I hope you were. I hope you were understanding, what's happening out here. There's 560 people in the comment section. If you understand, let me know. If you don't, if you're lost in the sauce, let me know. I have another segment I'm going to do real quick and close it out, because I just think y'all don't see the wave that's coming, right? They're almost landlocking you into poverty, right? You messed up and you played with this PPP. Back in the day, people made mistakes. They went to jail. They came out. They got to start over. People give them a chance. Now this stuff is going to be on your credit reports. I told y'all there was a guy who's building houses. Even Gigi and everybody tried to help him. He's Asian. He did fraud online at 15. He's 33 years old now. He's 15 years removed from all that stuff. And he still can't get bank loans. So much so that he had to go knock doors to get funding to finish building new construction, because there was nobody who would work with him. They are creating a permanent underclass by your stupid habits. When you sell these food stamps to people, when you do all this silly stuff, honey, they're coming. They're going to lock you and your kids. Listen, Deion Sanders today made a big fuss about that, these historic black colleges got to tighten up on the refund checks and the delay in them. So it's twofold. I used to work in financial office at ECU, and ECU, none of them were really holding the checks that long. But when I said something about, hey, my friend goes to NC Central and this is what happened. She said, listen, these schools are so small that if they have millions of dollars in their bank account for X amount of months, they'll get us percentages of interest. So they're getting, think about it, millions for 3,000, 4,000 small schools, students. And the interest of holding that money, just 1 month extra, boom, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. So in the historic black schools, they usually release the checks like September, October, November, and people are, where's my money? Now, here's the problem with that. Call your mama. Why are you at college with no money? Are you from a really poor family? You should be filling out scholarships all day. See, this is the stuff nobody wants to talk about. I worked in the financial office. We told them where to fill out scholarships. We told them where to go. We told them how to get on work study, how they could work on campus, all of these things. They want to come to school and be like everybody else and be like the blue bloods. You can't. Your mama can't afford for you even to be here. She can't even give you money. We literally had people who parents were like, well, can my son and daughter qualify for food stamps? You can't send your son or daughter $150, $200 for just snacks in a room. They got literally a food card. They can go eat in the food campus all day and night. But that's how short-term thinking it is. That the schools are doing it twofold. They're holding the money for interest in the banks. I know that's what they're doing. And then two, they're trying to incentivize you to stay in school long enough to finish. Because let me tell you what happens. Historically black colleges, they give you that refund check September 1st. You're out of college by October. You know why? Because you're broke. Your mom's broke. Your daddy's broke. So you figure some excuse. Well, college ain't for me. I got to go to work. But now you've taken the refund check money. So you owe the money and you'll have to pay it. But they literally have huge dropout rates around October, November. So really, you only came to school to get the check and stunt for a month and then leave. That's the truth of it, right? That's the truth of it. And I know it. I've been in the background where you're sitting here begging and pleading with people. Hey, you're black. You can go apply for this loan. There's only 2 people applying. It's for black people. Oh no, I can't apply for that. I ain't got time. All you got is time. That's all you got. So I applaud Deion Sanders for fighting for the kids, but he also has to understand the complexity that the school is holding the check to November. So your dumb self will show up to class enough to be like, well, it's November. I might as well finish my last 3 weeks of class and keep the check and not spend up all the money and be able to go home and have enough money to fly home. Some of these kids have to fly home and stuff. I know I'm going to get so much flack for this video, and I'm okay with it. All right, next. Let me see some of your comments before I go to the last part. Fine about pop drop. Every nurse knows about that. What does that mean? Somebody put in the comments what a pop drop means. Is it means where they're dropping these old men off at the church? Everybody know. Let me see. Free spirit. You already know. Clemmy's couch. I'm a nurse. I see it all the time. 45-plus-year-old men. No one for us to call to explain discharge instructions. When you ask, is anyone going to come be with you? They drop their head and say no. I wouldn't doubt it. I probably go ask my aunt. She's a nurse. She's in a surgery room, a nurse, surgical something. And she's like, people don't even follow instructions before they leave. They in there drinking Dr. Pepsi and stuff. Dr. Pepper and Pepsi. And you're like, hey, you just had surgery. So it wouldn't surprise me at all, Clemmy's couch. It would not surprise me. I hate when Let me see what else I got in here. It's a great reset, I suppose. I work with a lot of jaded Gen Xers who did it the right way. See, Nick Morgan, careful on that, though. You know, that's like, I'm a nice guy. Girls should be with me. You're like, wait a minute. Whoa. That's that backhanded, I did it the right way. It's not fair. Not always. Like 90% of those people are on Facebook half the day at their job. I ain't trying to hear that. Where Miss Ann at today? She done gone to glory. Y'all go fund me. Listen, you've been to work with them people. You've been to work with them people. Y'all all know. Here we go. Not true, Erica. Sometimes Miss speaks about job opportunities and the easy to get into them. If you spend 5 hours a day applying for jobs, as much as y'all do on crying on this Facebook and this internet, I mean, I get it. I can literally bring on tech recruiters and job recruiters who will tell you the same thing. But because it's me, Erica doesn't know what she's talking about. She thinks she knows it all. I literally can bring people on who are, y'all are not doing it. Y'all are not. You're not applying as hard as you say you are. Please stop. Half of y'all not even on LinkedIn. So if you're not even on LinkedIn, you're not even being serious. I just don't care. Thank you. As an implement adjuster, I put 65 hours a week. My team made $100,000, $100,000 adjusting in a month. Business owners always working. This is true. That's my thought. Did these people have a meeting? Was they on an email list? Over 1,000 people in Markham last year got sent the stuff in the mail from the mayor. Ooh. Yes, snitching. Listen, when I saw Charleston White, people were like, shame on Charleston White. I'm like, no, not shame on him. I know a lady right now who acting up, and I'm like, keep acting up with me. Keep being online acting stupid. I'm about to go call somebody and tell them you was out here helping people get PPP. Stop playing with me. I'm not a joke. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay, so here we go. Well, some of these people don't live in the projects. They're Section 8 recipient. Duh. But don't you think some Section 8 people know each other? The whole point of this video is this group of people, this large, were able to find this information. But they weren't able to figure out a way to go get a job. They weren't able to figure out a way to get off Section 8. They're so smart and they figured out, all these thousands of people figured out how to put together a business, an LLC, go get a business bank account, and go fill out these forms with fake information. But they can't figure out a way out of their situation. That's the point of the video. I get it. You're like, but they all don't live in the projects together. Yeah, okay. But yeah, we know people who whole families are in projects, whole families in Section 8. Come on now. These people don't just not know each other. A lot of them do. Now, I'm saying all black people know each other, but a lot of these people know each other. Let's not do that. I ain't playing with y'all. Listen, y'all know me. Let me tell you something, honey. I will be overseas before I be in jail for anybody. For anybody. I will be overseas. I'll be like, hey mom, here's your plane ticket. You can come visit me, but I ain't going back. Sorry about you. Sorry about you not going back. Snitch, 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 snitch. Exactly. Special task force. See, that's why when people say, well, if the FBI was coming after me, they'd already be here. No, baby, they take their time. See, here we go. Listen, guess what? Guess what? You're blocked. Block ministry. Let me tell you let me be very clear. There's over 30 million YouTube channels. If you don't like my storytelling, if you don't like how I'm talking, if you don't like how I'm describing something, go away. I don't need you here. There's 30 million channels. Any one of those channels will be great for you. See, you got a lot of people on YouTube faking and being, I'm so nice. I'm just a nice person. And you could just come on over here and talk to me any old kind of way. Old buddy, old pal. Huckety, huckety, huck. Sure thing, buddy. No, 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 no. This isn't high school. This isn't middle school. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to acknowledge you. I don't have to listen to any of it. Right? Oh, I don't like it the way you're talking. It's too fast or it's too slow or it's too confused. Shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody's watching you, Otis. Nobody came here to hear what you think. I'm reading the comments just out of sheer enjoyment. How you like that? Have a great day. Would anybody else like to join the Black ministry? Please put your comments. Make it be known. That's right. Basically, it's like, yeah, word got around. There you go. Exactly. On SBA website, you can look up numbers of loans and business. Also, look up number of registered business. Anywhere it's over 1,000 unregistered businesses. Yep. A lot of the EDIL actually was behind for a long time. They didn't run out of money. They were all the way to this year, literally this year, accepting applications and reviewing people that they missed because nobody credit scores qualified. This is on their own government website. The credit score requirements were 620, 640, and then they went 620. I showed you a video not even a few days ago where the average business owner's credit report was 598 to 617. They didn't qualify. They just didn't qualify. Somebody said, oh, wow, you're a rat. Yeah, I'm not Italian. I don't care. For sure. For sure. Zachary Coleman. Sounds like a rat name. There you go. You already know. There you go. Yeah, you're complaining too much. So, yeah, you're on block ministry too. Have a great day. Try cramming 130 hours a week, Monday through Friday, working 3 jobs. I mean, I've seen people who are doing online stuff that's literally they're barely at work. They're barely at work. Yeah, you know what? I got another one. You're blocked too. Sorry. Have a great day. Yeah, anybody coming in here being negative, talking about what I'm against me in any kind of way, you don't have to be here. Blocked. Have a great life. Goodbye. There's 639 people here. So even more people came up after I blocked the other ones. Don't worry. I will keep blocking. Unlike these other people that need you to like them, I don't need that. You either talk to me respectfully, you agree, or you keep it pushing. This isn't one of these like Republican talk shows or Democrat talk shows where we all have a voice. We all get our say. No. This isn't kindergarten. No, this isn't a democracy. This is a republic. Get out of here. Let me see what else y'all got in here, real quick. I don't know why y'all keep thinking y'all can come on somebody else's platform and I'm gonna come sit my feet on your couch and I don't like you, girl. Bye. You better get on out of here. That's not how any of this works. Attorney's gonna be tired at the end of this. Listen, Kiki Palmer, I don't know this man. See, look, Sarge, and that's part of some people's thoughts too. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Brian. People are freaking out. Well, some of these people live in a house, Erica. So it's still the project mentality. Good gracious, y'all out here getting caught up. But they live in a house. Okay, okay. Exactly. That's what they're gonna do. Listen, what happens is go watch the video from the real estate trapper, not the Wall Street trapper, real estate trapper. He put a video talking about how, some people are using all these credit repair techniques that actually put you under the microscope of the attorney general. So now they're not even just gonna look back this year, they're gonna look back many years. Look, okay. Cousin TT got y'all all jammed up. Okay. That fraud is a felony too. No, I mean, no housing assistance, no utilities, no emergency, anything. Basically, I mean, like that's what I'm trying to get y'all to. Basically, they secured a bunch of low income workers forever because they can't. You know what I mean? Like they, what else they gonna do? Because a lot of people, I remember telling this guy that he could go get some type of trade. I can't remember what it was at the community college, and it cost about $1,000. He's like, "Who got money?" I was like, "You only taking 2 classes. It's like $1,000." And he almost went off on me. And so it's like you already know people will not spend $1,000 to change their life, but they will make sure they spend 100 every month getting new shoes, new shit, and that $100 every month for a year would have been the same cost if you going to school. So that's the thing. They're not gonna be able to get financial aid. They're not gonna be able to get Pell Grants. We've been going to judges and courts multiple years on should prisoners get Pell Grant, and they kept voting no or whatever. But at the end of the day, like if some of these community colleges, there's free stuff. You know what I mean? Like Atlanta has free HVAC. Now, first thing people say, well, Erica, what if they don't want to do HVAC? Okay, then they have to pick something else that they're going to pay for. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this is the stuff. This is the stuff that well, everybody, if they work, they should be taken care of. And like this ain't kindergarten. Y'all out here in drone land. Get out of here with that. That's my whole bit. That's my whole point. These people are smart enough, educated enough to get on the computer and been chatting with each other on Facebook groups, hollering, talking, set up a business, get the PPP, but not get out of projects. See what I'm saying? Like, I want you to understand that. I want you to understand that. I know everybody tells me about that. Kamala listen, this is my big thing. My personal trainer said something about truancy laws the other day, and I kind of cringed because I was like, I don't like that because I'm not saying every mother's not responsible. If your kid's skipping school, you need to know. But there was 1 or 2 times I skipped school. Mom didn't know the difference. Told her years later. But imagine a kid that's like really rebellious, doing it all the time. Now the mom that's at work got to go to jail. That don't even make money. That don't even make sense. I'm telling you. I mean, that's the thing. People really don't want to hear it though. Let me see what else y'all got in here. Man, y'all hilarious. You really can. Listen, T. Kelly, right on out this country. Right on out. Goodbye. Have a great life. Thank you. Guy said he got his work done in 2 hours for an 8 o'clock shift. That's what a lot of them are doing. That's what a lot of them are doing. Hey, I'm new. Where can I get these jobs? Go Google Erica Williams Tech Tuesday. Go pull up the playlist and watch the whole playlist. All 30, every single one of those videos gives you access to courses, tells you where you can buy stuff, you can communicate with people, all that. Mm-hmm. I don't care. None of these people. Like, y'all think I'm joking. NPR voice, that's what I do. I try to use my voice. Y'all. I'm just gonna go ahead and read aloud the last one of these. I saw a lady get 2 years for $5 million. Ooh, I don't know how much they took, but I'm guessing depending on criminal history, depends on the punishment. Ooh, $5 million. Why is she still in America? I would be gone, honey. Ghost. Where at? Been gone. Been gone. Where been gone? Never coming back. I have a whole nother family overseas speaking Spanish and everything. Y'all think I'm playing. Post office. Yep, the post office police inspectors are serious national police. They enforce drugs, crime, and child porn. This is correct. They have a task force. Straight up big. I mean, I'm talking about tanks and everything. The IRS has been purchasing thousands of rounds of ammo and high power rifles. I would not be surprised. It's your government dollars at work. And the first thing in your head is like, why the IRS doing that? I'm just telling you. Just pay attention. All right, so let me finish this last one. And so this is, I want to talk to you a little bit about why did I put together that credit funding course for $27 and why you need to block yourself off. There's over 50 secondary accounts. I only cover in the class 9. And we've already have about 15 people saying, man, my credit score went up 90 points because I did what you said in the class. I'm literally, it's DIY, do at your own discretion, but it's $27. I literally talk about it every class because I know it works, because that's all these people are charging you for when they do your credit is something simple you could do yourself and block yourself off. But I'm just saying. So Hyundai, this is the prime example why credit repair and CFPB were established. Okay. Hyundai is to pay $19 million to in CFPB credit reporting settlement. So I'm gonna give you the gloss over. From 2016 to 2020, they were reporting everybody's payments late. Now, most people in here are like, oh, I don't care about my credit report. I ain't looking at nothing. Like, let's be honest. Most people, once they get the car, they don't care. Most people, unless they're trying to go buy a house or a home, and I'm not making fun of Hyundai, but it's a Hyundai. It's a Hyundai. They may not be trying to buy a home. They may just be needing a car to get around. Nothing wrong with a Hyundai. It's a car. They were reporting they're late every month on credit report. So people were going on CFPB, which is Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and I talk about it inside the class, that they went on here, right? They went on here and people were reporting it, like millions of people. Like, hey, like they report me negative every month. And so instead of Hyundai really like, hey, something's wrong internally, something's wrong with our department, something's wrong, right? Instead of them fixing it, right? They just end up having to settle after years and years of this. 4 years. So imagine somebody reporting your payment that you're paying every month on time late every month. It's dinging your credit every month. And this ain't just one company. This is Hyundai that got caught. But I just want you to understand that. So they got to pay, right? Now, if you go here, right, you're going to say, well, Erica, that's crazy. It is crazy. Oops, sorry. Let me see if I can fix it. There's tons of There's tons of websites. This is called Top Class Actions. You can find out about different lawsuits. Hyundai also had a Theta engine settlement. Apparently, them engines was buzzing open. Okay. Let me just put it this way. The settlement involved individuals who purchased or leased vehicles from 2011 to 2018 and certain 2019 Hyundai Sonatas. Basically every Hyundai from 2011 to now. Basically, there are different ones in here, but essentially they had a certain type of engine in them, right? And something was wrong with the sensor, right? And they could do several things. They would cause the engine to seizure, stall, engine failure, or engine fire. The deflect came from these rods, bearings that touch the gasoline direct injection engines, right? Now, at the end of the day, let me just put it to you like this, okay? Hyundai has not admitted to any wrongdoing, but they agreed to fund the Theta Engine Settlement Center to resolve claims. Now, imagine your family member done got in a car accident and they car done blew up. You getting a small rebate check for $140 or potential award compensation does not make you feel better. Now, I'm not making fun of anybody who has Hondas. Again, I keep saying this. They're going to do a repairs reimbursement. They're going to do additional reimbursements. They're going to compensate you for a reduction in trade of value. Because most people are going to hear this and be like, well, let me trade this car out immediately. All right. Compensation for engine fires. Think about that. Your engine caught on fire, honey. You've probably had some damage to your body. And now this is all they're going to give. Listen, these rebates. If it's a 2011, 2012, it's $2,000. If it's 2013 to 2014, it's $1,500. If it's a 2015 to 2016, $1,000. In 2017 to 2019, $500. Imagine that. Hyundai, again, so you bought an ugly Hyundai. I'm gonna say it because I'm gonna say it. You bought an ugly Hyundai. Not only did they report it late every month on your credit report, so you couldn't go get another car, they also had a recall on engines from 2011 to 2018. So now you out there with a car you cannot trade in because you have late payments every month, and it has a bad engine that could explode at any time. Do y'all understand how trapped that is? I want y'all to understand, like, I make these videos and I joke a lot, but do you understand how dangerous that is? Do you understand that? So now you out there in a car you may not have liked. It's reporting on your credit report every month, and then an engine might blow up. Anybody else, any other company, an American Ford would have been ran off the streets, but this is Hyundai. And we are allowing them to sell cars in America. Do you understand why we don't have time? Diamond Dave did a really great segment on economic warfare, but we don't have time for y'all to be out here doing 8-hour hangouts on women. We got engines blowing up out here, y'all. We got cousins putting PPP fraud at your house and they don't even live there. We got crazy problems that are financial based. I have the Wealth Wednesdays class, and you don't have to join it. I'm not worried about it. It's just for people who want to focus for the next 3 months on this, because I'm really going to be up out of here after August 23rd. Peace out. You got me for another, I think, 25 days or something like that, or 22 days. I got like a insurance guy coming through. I got another tax preparer coming through because I want y'all to know the information. And if I put it out here on YouTube for free, you don't respect it. So that's why it's behind a paywall. So look, I hope this was informative for y'all. I hope y'all got something out of this video. That's basically what it is. If y'all have any questions, put them in the comments right now. I'm going to check on them. But essentially, we got problems, y'all. We got big problems out here and people ain't paying attention. If you sell food stamps for over $50, it's a crime. Boom. There you go. That's a little bit. Right? There you go. Exactly. They're going to let you sweat for years. Exactly. That's always been an excuse that they've been hold on to checks and they hold on to their interest. I mean, again, Angela Burrs, I'm just telling you what, I worked in a financial aid office at a predominantly white school, and the black lady in there used to work at a HBCU. She's like, oh, I know, I've been known they've been doing that. Exactly. Make interest into the fiscal year, September, October, divvy up. There you go. Y'all know it's very common knowledge. Thank you. This is the point of this video. Y'all always want to argue with me because you think you smart. I'm going to tell you this is wrong. I don't care. Baby, I don't care. Okay. Police are using statistic algorithms to create associations through clusters, trapping Uncle Bobby and 20 of his friends over PPP loan. That is what is important. They also are creating algorithms to give people these points and scores. Some woman in Florida had never been in trouble for her whole life, was just black woman. They put her at a high risk. They had a white man who had a bunch of crimes, like a history, a lifetime of crimes, and they let him out on bail. And people are like, whoa, wait a minute, where's this computer algorithm coming from? I'm telling you. Ooh, that's crazy. Thank you. Never understood how blessed I was till I went to college. If you meet people who don't even they have two pair of jeans and four shirts, and two of the shirts they got for free from the school for moving in. I've met people like that. I have literally met people like that. Exactly. The money gets burnt up and people disappear. That's what they do. They think they're getting a lick. They really do. You should be applauded for. I'm telling you, circulation nurse. People be exactly. Listen. I'm not even gonna front on you. I bought a car, Mitsubishi Lancer, one summer because I used to get 10K each semester from all the scholarships and everything I applied for, and I used to get 6K in the summer. Uh, mm-mm. Yeah, that's part of it too. Listen, I know I do. I've had doctors, I've met a few who like, oh, I'll never pay this debt back. And they going on vacations, they living their best life, they eating good. It happens. It happens. Thank you. If you know each other casually, it could be because I'm telling y'all. I'm just being very clear. Very, very clear. The form was simpler than that. If you were a Uber driver or Lyft driver and you qualify for 1099, you also could have qualified for it. So they always shaming people. They always shaming people, and I to this day I just didn't. Again, I told y'all I would never have made it at the historically black colleges in North Carolina because I wasn't about to be out there for a fashion show. That's just all there was to it. Exactly. That's why I laugh. That's why I laugh because so many people don't understand that like if you say something crazy online, they don't come tomorrow and be like, "Hey, Erica, did you say something crazy at 6 p.m. yesterday?" No, 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 no. They come 5 years from now and go, "Hey, remember that crazy thing you said?" That's how they're getting Joe Rogan, not for jail, but for just saying silly stuff years ago in jokes. That's how they got all these people. Hey, remember that thing you said 10 years ago? Yeah, we got it on internet. So it's like, okay. Exactly. It happens all the time. This is the United States of Erica. Listen, I'm not even trying to be funny, y'all. But this is my like this is YouTube's platform, but this is my little stage. If you don't like my little stage, I'm not going to let you come put your feet up and complain about it. No, 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 no. That's not how this works. They want to have a smoke show. Yeah, this is not that. This ain't the smoke show. Go smoke. Go talk about me on your own channel and get your 200 views from talking about me. The only way some of you will even be significant is by talking about me. I know that's happening right now, and that's okay. It about to be. I mean, but that's the thing. A lot of people out here on YouTube are like, "Well, I'm just trying to be nice, and you guys can say anything you want to me." No, 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 no. You can't just say anything you want to me. Oh no, that's this ain't the street where you get to holler. I can just holler at anybody. Yeah, you can do that outside. You doing over here? Thank you. I look at YouTube channels of somebody home. You already know. You can't. I can't come over to your show and act crazy. That's crazy. Listen, they making all the money. I will say this. I will say this. If you are, I do know a young man who he started a business. He started a couple businesses and he lost all of it. And you know what? He was back working in tech. You know, his wife was like, "All right, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right, but you're gonna go get a job." because I don't got a job and you got to get a job. And guess what? He making about 185 back at where he used to work at HP. And he may be working a second job now. I haven't heard from him in a month. So he may be working two jobs now. But that's just it. He took a risk at a younger age in his late 30s, but he has a high paying skill. It's like a doctor taking a risk. They can go back and be a doctor at a hospital and make an income. Right? This is really the truth of it. You can take risk like the trucking industry. Y'all already know the trucking industry was a risk for me. It was a bad risk. Detroit was a 50-50 risk. And at the end of the day, because I make high income, because I can go get a job at one of these tech companies down the street and work from home, because I can do a bunch of other stuff if I have to, I'm gonna be all right. Right? I'm building this new construction real estate. I have over 17 land lots. If I just build one or two every year, that's 100, 200,000 in my pocket every year. Not worried. You know what I'm saying? If I just focused on building Florida, even more income. You have to realize, like, as long as you have a plan and you don't stop and you actually do what you say you're going to do, you'll be fine. And that's the problem. A lot of people, they just quit. They quit. Oh, I'm gonna go back home and do this. Like, why? You already got a skill. You already took the lesson. There you go. San Diego's full free stack development trainer. I've heard that about San Diego, but it's the beach. People want to be swimmers and surf boys and play golf. That's all it is. That's all that's gonna be. Hey, you already know you see me in Master T. I'm in Master IT class. I'm in two other free trainings for some other stuff too. So it is what it is. Like, I just did it to add it to myself and also to test waters and there were some people like what's his name? Sub Zero's like, yeah, sometimes they have like 30-day contracts, 90-day contracts. And I'm like, you do something for 90 days, it don't work well, you're like, peace out. You didn't lose anything. You're not in the corner crying, eating potluck from Sherry's house. You know what I'm saying? You're free. You can go about your day. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. Yeah, people ship drugs through. They caught these two Vietnamese dudes from Louisiana shipping marijuana through the bail system like dummies. But I'm pretty sure they've done it before. I'm pretty sure they've done it before. Let me see if I can. Did y'all got the link for the class? If not, just go on classyclimbers.com. Classyclimbers.com. And also, it'll be tagged in the comment and in the description. Yes, yes. Go to the website, top class actions. You can see like class action lawsuits you qualify for. Nobody knows. They could not figure out why they were reporting everything late. They just were. They don't know if it was a data issue. They never came out and said why was the issue. They just end up the CFPB was like, okay, well, y'all ain't fixing it in 4 years. Great. We're gonna just go ahead and just knock y'all over the head with this $19 billion. That's basically how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you either gonna act right or we gonna just hit you over the head. I'm telling you, Hyundai is something else. $900, honey. That poor child. I bought a car at the Tote the Note dealership in Cedar Hill, Texas. After I paid the car off, I checked my credit report and they didn't even report it paid in full. Yeah, you got to hit them over the head a couple times. Thank God for Elizabeth Warren for CP. That is her baby. But you know what? You know who baby it was before Elizabeth Warren? Think about it. Who was it before Elizabeth Warren? Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders. And Elizabeth Warren out here talking about, I created that. But who was her ride or die helping her push that through? Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders. See, nobody gives Bernie Sanders his respect. I don't I don't know why. Him and Paul Ryan. I mean, hold on a second. Okay, let me finish y'all out real quick here. I'm gonna get copy and put this link in here because y'all say I can't see the link, Erica. Share it one more time. Boom. This is what it looks like. This is this one right here. I'm putting it in the chat as we speak. Like that. Looks like that. It's in the chat. It's $27. At the end of the day, if you follow the steps in there, I've been getting so many nice testimonials. Y'all been sending stuff to Enrique. I appreciate all of it. At the end of the day, like, I'm doing it because I just know there's 50 different secondary sites. Core Logic is where I buy my data from for a lot of things. So it's where these wholesalers buy their data. It's where all these little companies buy their data. So go down there. Oh yeah, I remember the news saying folks were putting PPP loans in all kind of bogus company names. Don't get these hands LLC. They were saying a bunch of stuff. I remember one time I tried to put something in my grandmother's name. I was like MF something company. And the state of North Carolina called me and was like, "We're not approving this." I said, "Why? What's wrong?" MF company, Miss Williams. I said, "Mary Frances, my grandma name?" "Oh, ma'am, we're so sorry. Oh, we apologize." And I realized MF, I thought about it. I'm like, oh, I see what they're saying. But at the time, I didn't even understand that. So they have people that catch these weird names and you're not approving certain things. So, it's a private one, but you can see J Monopoly on it. Look, Cece said, I had to do what Erica taught in her credit course. I recently went to a major dealership and bought a car 0 down. Congratulations. I keep telling y'all. I mean, it's real basic stuff that they taught us a long time ago in credit repair classes. And I was like, that's all? Okay, cool. No problem. So if you want the course, I put it in the chat. This is what it looks like on the page. Well, Wednesday, folks, we're going to see each other Tuesday and Wednesday next week. After August 23rd, the only people seeing me are going to be people in my classes, which is really just my Wealth Wednesday class and maybe digital real estate, 1 or 2 classes I offer. So, honey, yes, they're going to come back with receipts since the day you were born. It's like, hey, we got this foul on you. Oh my God. More MK said, I have a cousin got jammed up for PPP loan fraud. Mind you, he got pulled over with a weapon 3 weeks prior, and the police let him off. A few days later, they raided him. He should have known. 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 He should have known that's what was coming. He should have known. This is a thank you. Sunny days. The government is ultimately saving themselves millions of dollars by borrowing all these people from future benefits. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Bam. Come on, man. Somebody screenshot that for me. I got my certification because of an adjuster Erica interviewed. I work for the company. Congratulations. Somebody screenshot that to me, send it on Instagram, Erica's Classy Climb, or send it to admin at classyclimbers.com. Take a screenshot. I'm smiling for you. Yes. Take a screenshot. Yes. I love it. I love it. Y'all, we bring on great people on here. I think I've done more than my share for the community. Okay. And so, all there's left to do is for me to take vacation and go have my kids and go live my life. I'm sorry. I got to go. Anything else I got left in here? Because every time I get on Beyonce's internet and Kanye's YouTube, is a black family doing a house tour of a brand new $300,000 million house, still sending kids off to college with brand new cars. This is facts. This is facts. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is true. Say what you want about Bernie's policies, but at least he marched with MLK. If it was him against Trump in 2020, I may have not voted for him, but I would believe that the results is legit. Let me tell you something. If you see Ron Paul or look up Bernie Sanders, they used to have like 90,000 people show up in the stadium, similar to Donald Trump. I think Donald Trump got the ideal for the stadium thing from Bernie Sanders and from Ron Paul, that they were the initial people doing that. Go look up the videos on YouTube. A lot of it's like the black, you can't see it. It's like a shade. Like the news media would literally turn the camera off. C-SPAN would be the only person reporting it and be like, oh my God, look at all these people here. Go look it up for you. I'm serious. So yeah, I would say that. Oh my God. I've been waiting on a CPAP from Philip. Oof. Oh, be careful, man. Be careful. Listen, think about it. That's the only way some of these little towns will get money, y'all. These little sheriff departments and these little nowhere places, they're gonna be like, hey, we got some PPP money for y'all. Can y'all go look for some folks? And they sure will. They sure will. They'll go find them because they want that money. Hmm. Thank you. By the way, some of these states don't require certificates for notaries. All you gotta do is apply. Facts. There's so many options. Because the government was snatching all of them. But anyway, you guys, this is your girl Erica, Classic Clown Blog. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for supporting my business. I try to do good business by as many people as possible. I try to give results. I try to give you testimonials. August 19th to 20th, we'll be here for the boat party. Austin, Texas. Everybody named Mama coming. Malik's gonna be here. A bunch of other people told me last night they're coming. Bought tickets. 6 of y'all bought tickets yesterday. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm super happy to see you coming up. And then October 13th through 15th, we will be in Panama City, Panama. But let me tell y'all now, August 4th through the 8th is pandemonium. The 4th and the 5th will be at CPAC in Dallas. The 6th will be in Detroit with Asia Denson, okay? And also I'll be looking at my properties, do a drive-by of them because we selling all of them, of course. Every single one of them. We just had the roach man come by and throw a bomb in there and lock it up. Be like, if a homeless person break in there now, that's on them, okay? They pass out from all that stuff, that's on them. And then the 7th, we will be, you guys know the rumor's true. The 7th, we will be in Atlanta at Invest Fest. We will be walking around in a giant cowboy hat. You can't miss me. But I had to show up because the community loves Atlanta. So I will be there August 7th at the Best Fest. On that Sunday. Sunday. If you see me in the streets, take a picture of me. Anyway, this is such a fun year for me, y'all. It's such a great time. And so I made these shows are kind of longer because I am gonna miss y'all August, September, October, December, November, December. But I am going to be enjoying my life. And so I encourage y'all to do the same. And I hope I see you in some of my classes. But if not, it is what it is. All right, you guys, this is your girl Erica, Classic Clown Blog. Later.